One of the most powerful and also useful indicator that is available for MQL4 is the RSI indicator, which is pretty famous, as I said, because it can be used for a lot of things. For example, determine the trend or determine when the market is in overbought or in an oversold situation, and so it can be used for counter trend strategies or mean reverting strategies, or maybe also for trend following strategies, breakout. There are a lot of implementation that you can choose with the RSI, but there are some problems, and the most common problem is that it is a little bit discretionary, because if you have, for example, 80 for the RSI value, that's not every time an indication of an hyperbought value. It can be that all the day the value of the RSI was at 70, so 80 it's a normal value. So it has to be a little bit motivated if you want to have a statistical advantage at a higher level. So that's why I created this free indicator that you can find on MQL4, and the video is about that, so let's talk about it.
So this is the indicator once you set it on the chart. As you can see, it is composed by one part that is in the, let's say, primary chart, that is the chart price, and it's about some text message. And also we have the important part, we could say, that is the graphical part. Let's talk more deeply about the graphical part. So that's the graphical part. It's composed by an histogram, but you also can use it as line chart, but I like most the histogram, and also by the moving averages. Let's talk more deeply about that. So the histogram have three colors that you can set by the inputs, obviously. The first color is the blue, that is the overbought value. We also have a neutral value and an hypersold value, which is represented by red. So obviously, when the RSI is above a certain value, in that case 40, the color of the histogram is red. When it is above a certain value, that case is 60, it is blue, and in the other cases it is red. So that is a really powerful thing when you backtest and when you trade real, because it can give you more flexibility, and also it is more intuitive when you trade to look at the chart for the prices and at the same time look at the histogram, because it is colored, so it is really easy to see that. About the moving averages, that's the most important part for me, because it can give you indications of the trend, because when the faster moving average, in that case 21 periods, is above the 200 period moving average, it's an indication that maybe we are in an uptrend or in a downtrend in the contrary case, like in that case, for example. So also we have another powerful thing, that is the distance between the RSI and the average value. So if we have a distance that is not so remarkable, like in that case, we don't expect to have a really powerful move on the downside. But when we have something like this, or this situation, we could expect a down move really strong, simply because the RSI is in a value really too high, and that's a strong indication of a possible down move really strong in the market. Like, for example, in that case, for the up move, or in that case, you can't see the chart now, but that's strong. I suggest you to try that. Also, the indicator can send you alert, so if it is reached a certain distance between the two moving averages and the RSI value, it gives you an alert. In that case, the distance is 20. But let me just set this at 5 just to show you the alert. So, as you can see, it says, well, there is a possible signal because we are now in a distance that is higher than 5. And also, the candle has closed and there is a crossover on the moving average. And that's an alert for that too. So we had 2 alerts. I promise I didn't that just to show you. It's like it's happened. That's it. So I'm happy that it happened because now you can see it. Okay, let's talk about the other part now. So about the graphical part, that is on the chart price. We can see that it's a more accurate data set based on what is happening right now. The oscillator just gives us a prediction based on the past data, but the text that we can see in the part above is just a checkup of what is happening. So we can see that last long-term average is above the RSI for 11 points. So we can see that there is a distance of 11 points from the 200 periods average calculated on the historical data of the RSI and the RSI. Like we can see here, the 200 periods is above the actual RSI. Also, we can see here that we have a confirmation because we wanted that the distance is higher than 10 points from the RSI and the moving average, and this condition is verified on the 200 period average. So it could may be significant for a reversal on long trend. So if also the 21 period average is respecting this condition, maybe we could catch a nice trade on the upside. That's not the case because the short-term average, so the 21, is below the RSI, but maybe in the future this will not happen, like we saw here, or like we saw here, or maybe here. So all these factors can be really good to implement in a strategy that gives us a statistical advantage. Another factor is the position of the moving averages. Like we see here, the moving average 200 period is above the other moving average. So it is something very good for the downtrend. It is significant to see that when the 200 period moving average is above the 21 period moving average, it could be a sign of a weak market. like in that case. The 21 was below the 200 and then the price dropped. Or here, the 200 was above, the 21 was above the 200, then boom, a nice upturn went. In fact, there is the possibility to have an alert every time the moving averages crosses. Obviously, that's not the case to buy or sell only based on the crossover, but you could maybe implement this factor in a good strategy. Let's talk deeply about that.
I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm pretty sure this indicator will help you with your trading if you already use the RSI. Or if you don't use it, you can maybe download it just to have some point of reflection, something like that. Because you know, it's powerful to see new tools and maybe get some ideas for other trading systems, other tools that you can use, and also in general to determine something that can be expressed in a statistical way to trade properly the markets. So let's download it on the MQL4 as I said, and also if you liked that indicator and you want to see the other that I will publish on the MQL marketplace, and also you want to see the educational content that I will load on this channel, please subscribe. So click the red button here and please download it because it will help you a lot.